I might need bells akimbo for this. This is Quake Champions, guys. Yeah, the old bell doesn't work. I've got a new bell. And can I just say that this game looks absolute fucking filth. It just does. They've messed it up. They've messed it up. They've messed it up. They've messed it up, guys. Quake. Oh, there's the X-ray vision right there. X-ray vision. X-ray vision. Yeah. You see, guys, I don't even want to do this. I might retire on grounds of mental instability caused by idiot developers. See, what made Quake so good was the level playing field. Putting everybody into a map. Everybody the same. Nobody has an ability. Nobody has a weapon. You all start with a blaster pistol. May the best, most skillful person win. And you know, the people who couldn't win used to download hacks called wall hacks, which gave them X-ray vision, which is now what's built into nearly every fucking game. Do you know that? And aimbots, which is now built into a lot of games as perks. These were cheats back in my day. Cheats, guys. But now they're in games. As features! Features! Fucking features, guys! Each guy has a special ability. A unique ability, guys. One of them has X-ray vision, as you saw. I dread to think what the others have got. And this is all for esports. It's all for esports. It's not Quake. See, Overwatch, right? Overwatch is good because it's Overwatch. It's Overwatch. Yeah, everybody has their abilities. It's Overwatch. We've never had Overwatch, so this is what Overwatch is. It's a game where everybody has these abilities. That's fine. It's a bit of fun. It's a good laugh. It's Overwatch. This is Quake. This isn't Overwatch. This game is all about the level playing field. That's what this game is. That's what made Quake World so popular. That's why hundreds and thousands of people went to these LAN party competitions back in the 90s to battle it out to see who was the most skillful player. That's what Quake is. It is the most pure game ever made for skill. All these people say, Call of Duty, man, I'm so skilled. No, I'm sorry. The nature of that game and skill don't work together because everybody's different. If you've played it longer, you've got different weapons. That means you've got an advantage. So that immediately nulls skill. That's why when anyone calls me shit at games, I say, well, look, that's duel in Quake. Because in Quake, it's fair. There is no excuses in Quake. You can't say, but you've got a better ability than me. Because in Quake, there is no excuses. It is 100% fair. You spawn in that game, you've got to get to that weapon. You've got to use your ears. You've got to know the map so well. You've got to be able to tell where the enemy is just by listening. You hone your senses. You hear them pick up a bit of an armor shard. You know where all the armor shards are. So you go off the direction where you heard it. Heard that out my left ear. I know exactly where you are. And you're probably heading in a certain direction that you'll probably know where they're heading. So you move to cut them off and get ready for them. And that's how you played one-on-one duels with Quake. And it was absolutely amazing. Loved it. But now, hey, I don't need to do any of that. I've got X-ray vision. I can just look through the fucking wall. Oh, there you are. Pew, pew. Garbage. Utter garbage. And now, guys, this is my tip for potential Game of the Year. Not saying it's going to be Game of the Year, but it's going to be there or thereabouts. This game I am so excited for. This is Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlords, and it looks fucking awesome. Anybody who hasn't played any of the Mountain Blade games, you've missed out. Because yes, they looked shit, but man, they were just freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. The idea was you started off by yourself and you went around the world recruiting men to your cause. A bit like in Lords of Midnight and Doomdark's Revenge back on the Commodore 64. But this one was all animated. It all had, your army was totally animated. They followed you. They rode around with you. And it was just insane, guys. And this is the second one. They've upped the graphics. I mean, the graphics still don't look brilliant. And some of the animations leave a lot to be desired, but man, it's the gameplay. This is one of them gameplay ones. Don't take any notice of the graphics and how they look. Just brute. Just look at the actual gameplay. This is a siege, and what they've done is they've surrounded the castle, the guy with all his men, and he's just placing his trebuchets and catapults and siege towers around the building. Now, none of this was in the original Mount & Blade, so I've never had to do this before, so I was quite intrigued when I was watching this. You use the function keys to tell your men what to do. You can tell them to follow you, they can tell them to just attack or retreat or whatever. It's so good the way you control your army. And you have bow and arrow, crossbow, and you have your swords or your spear, whatever you choose to wield. You pick them up over the course of your travels as rewards and as bounty. When you've actually pillaged or killed the army, you can collect all the weapons up, you can sell them, you can buy better ones and all that. So it's a great in-depth RPG, but what made it good is the combat. It's the combat. You know when I absolutely hated Witcher 3? It's because I've played games like this. It's because I've played amazing combat games. In third person as well. This is third person or first person. Well, the original one was, and I'm assuming this one is as well. So what you're seeing here is the men are trying to weaken the castle before they storm it, and so you're taking out the big heavy archers on the top there. The aiming, it's realistic like a real bow and arrow. You have to aim above. It takes a bit of getting used to. To actually get into the castle, you use ladders, a bit like, you know, when you watch Lord of the Rings and they rush up and raise the ladders up to get in. Well, it's all that kind of stuff, and your men can get in your way and it can get a bit finicky. I remember in Mount & Blade, the first one, I used to send all my men in first. Well, not all of them, and I'd try and get on the ladder round about the middle. I didn't want all my men to go in without me because I was the toughest and I could take more down and I could turn the battle. So I needed to get up there, but I didn't want to be up there first or I'd be pretty much butchered when I got onto the top. So I would send my men up first, they'd start getting in, then I'd barge my way up the ladder and get in, and then once I was in, it was pretty much game over because I would know exactly where to go, where to have my men go, and all this has added things here like the battering ram, which I can't remember in Mount & Blade it being as nice as that. I mean, that's awesome. And here as well, if you watch, they have the death from above, throwing rocks and burning oil and stuff on the attackers as they're trying to get the door down, which is a really cool thing because this is how it was in the medieval days. It must have been absolutely brutal doing stuff like this. So this game, it doesn't look graphically stunning, but gameplay wise it is something else. They're just awesome. What you don't see here is the big land battles. Imagine like Total War, but they're not as big as Total War battles, but they are more fun because there's nothing like sending all your infantry in. Yeah, you can send all your infantry in to attack, and then you can just have all the cavalry with you, and you can just pick your moment and just say to your cavalry, right, charge with me, and you just all charge in on the flank. It's awesome. If you've never ever played a Mount & Blade game, just buy this when it comes out, because I've seen nothing in this that tells me that it's going to be shit. And do you know what? I've learned one thing over the years. When you look at game trailers and it's all CGI, it's all just, it'll have a disclaimer, all made with actual in-game graphics. No, go f*** yourself, because it's not gameplay. Whereas this is the developer saying, hey look, this is the gameplay, there you go, and it's fucking awesome. I mean, nothing to hide, that's your gameplay, this is what the game is. And man, it's I'll play this for fucking hours and hours and hours and hours and never get sick of it. I mean, I'm still not sick of Mount & Blade 2. I just don't get the time. I just don't have the time to play everything all the time now. But just watching this is just getting my juices flowing. Oh, get off. Just kick him off there. That's awesome. Looks like it's the blue shields. Looks like his men are all the blue shields. And do you know what? You get the sense just watching this of how you're slowly taking over the castle. You know, as the defenders are getting kind of thinner and thinner, and your men are just starting to just appear from all over the place. I mean, I think this guy might be cheating, because I noticed his health bar just suddenly leapt up there. That was a bit. I don't know, but maybe it's just to give an idea of what the game's like. but I'm quite sure he should have died there and didn't. That was a good hit. That was a great hit. Look at him sliding down the banister. That was awesome. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Ah, he's going to go and let his mates in now. Look at the enemy. They're now retreating to the inner keep. Ah, it's great, man. It's bloody great. Yeah, get a few arrows into them. Probably French. This looks just great, guys. Oh, here's the rest of your men coming through. Just tell them to attack. And that's it, guys. That's Bannerlords. Looks absolutely awesome. Can't wait for it. So, there you go, guys. That's pretty much E3 2016. There was a new Xbox announced as well, and a few other things, but I get depressed when I watch E3. It's kind of, it just shows me missed opportunities, just lots of missed opportunities. That's all I see now with E3. I can't wait to get to one myself with my camera. I'm going to bring these developers to task with all of this bullshit. I really am. I'd go straight up to the Friday the 13th devs and say, hey, show me a fucking film where Voorhees teleports and has X-ray eyes, you fucking bellend. You know, Anyway, guys, back to normal now with my videos. I'll see you next week.